Hi, I'm Yan Shan from AProxy. We are a diagnostic startup with the vision to empower everyone with precise health information at your fingertips. We do this by providing a reliable yet simple biomarker profiling platform that generates on-demand results. Our first application is for COVID-19, specifically in the post-vaccine era. There has been many good news on vaccine development, with various parties working hard on manufacturing and distribution. However, the reality is that it will still take some time for the vaccine to reach the general population, and there are uncertainties on the profile of immune responses generated by these vaccines. In such times of uncertainties, we will need a systematic approach to return to normal. We are familiar with the test for active infection. For example, a negative PCR test is needed within 72 hours before traveling to many countries. When vaccine arrives, we can now use our body's immune response as a relatively more permanent health record to get back to normal much faster. This is AProxy's focus area, the test for protective immunity. Now, the question is, how do we prove protection? Simply from history of prior infection, or that we have received a vaccine jab? These are merely events of exposure, but how do we know if we are protected? There is only one biomarker that can practically be tested at scale for protective immunity: the neutralizing antibody. FDA has recently given its first EUA in early November to the world's first neutralizing antibody test. Since then, this area is gaining traction with more products in the pipeline. They are all lab tests confined to use in central labs. We at AProxy have a solution to deliver lab quality results with the speed and simplicity suitable for testing at scale. Please take a look at our solution in the video.
Introducing SimpleProx, a highly specific immunoassay in a single step. Simply add your sample to the assay reagents, wait for just 15 minutes, and measure the fluorescence signal. SimpleProx consists of 4 DNA probes. This is a pair of initiator probes which are modified with binders specific to the target, and this is a pair of signal probes for signal amplification. In the presence of target, the initiators bind and are brought close to form a stable complex. This triggers the signal probes to open one after another to generate amplified fluorescence signal. SimpleProx is a patented technology which gives lab quality results in 15 minutes and within a single step.
Based on our patented technology, we have designed the SimpleProx immunity test to quantify neutralizing antibody and measure the level of protection against COVID-19. Our 15-minute sample to result time increases sample turnover by 4-fold. Also, only a single streamlined step is needed, which enables on-site testing. Our competitive edge is evaluated based on 2 matrices. First, how useful is the test information? And secondly, where can it be deployed? To test at scale, we want the flexibility to use it on-site. Lateral flow comes to mind, but there are huge disparity in terms of the assay accuracy of various products. For better assay reproducibility and accuracy, lab tests are used. They typically involve huge instruments restricted to use in central labs, with additional delays incurred from logistics. Most importantly, these solutions only detect exposure but do not directly confirm protection. To detect protective immunity, the gold standard is virus neutralizing tests. This requires high biosafety level labs and many days to complete. A few neutralizing antibody lab tests have received FDA EUA, but again they are restricted to use in central labs. SimpleProx similarly detects neutralizing antibody with more than 3 times faster speed and a single-step simplicity for on-site use. To enter the COVID-19 market quickly, we will launch the in vitro diagnostic kit as our first product. We will sell to labs in hospitals and clinics, primarily via distributors to gain market share. For the COVID-19 immunity test, our launch market in Singapore has a market size of 27 million, assuming about 40% of the general population will be vaccinated. We will be venturing to overseas market via distributors. Beyond COVID-19, AProxy is a platform technology, and our main growth driver is by expanding for other health conditions. We have validated the allergy test market, which affects 10% of the world's population and is slated to grow as the world becomes more urbanized. AProxy's core value proposition remains. Currently, the blood samples for allergy tests are sent to central labs, which takes weeks to return the results. Our assay technology enables lab quality tests at the point of care so that you can obtain your result in a single clinic visit. In the long run, our business model will transit from selling assay kits to a point of care solution. This includes a portable reader sold at cost price and recurring revenue from sales of disposable cartridges. We will sell this directly to clinics and GPs for use on-site. Here's our product development plan. We are expecting the clinical validation results for our first IVD kit to be ready in 3 to 6 months so we can start selling from mid-2021. We want to accelerate the product development for our point-of-care product with the aim to obtain full product registration by 2022. Simultaneously, our R&D team will start developing the allergy test with a targeted product registration and launch in 2025. Our founding team consists of myself, who is the inventor of the technology and has 8 years of experience in developing bioassays. Joining me as the scientific advisor is Prof. Lanry, who is the PI of the project and has many years of experiences in biosensing research. Our business advisors include Chong Pei, who has successfully launched several technology into the market, and Pauline, who is experienced in clinical validation and regulatory matters. We are looking for investors, prototyping partners, and founding team members. We are also looking for potential pilot test sites such as clinics. Please do come by our virtual booth for a chat. AProxy looks forward to hearing from you either via email or at our virtual booth. Thank you and hope to see you soon.